And Gemini, welcome to your reading. For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, welcome. As you can see, this is a new channel, so make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. Thank you. For those of you who've already subscribed, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. Gemini, I feel you. The energy where I'm feeling, it's overwhelming, and I'm trying to decipher, is it my energy or am I actually channeling your energy? Because I'm not tired, but I'm overwhelming. It's Mother's Day weekend, so it's a really hard for me. But I promise you guys that I will get these weekend messages out, and hopefully you don't feel like I'm rushing your reading. It's just I wanted to get everyone out by midnight. Um, this evening didn't go as planned, so moving forward, Gemini, if you are feeling this energy, I send you peace. I send you strength. Thank you for the like. I send you strength because this is a difficult time for a lot of people. Some people lost their mothers. Some people don't get along with their mothers. Some people don't know who their mother is. Some people, want to reconciliate. Some people want to reach out. There's a lot of things. Okay. And I'm raising my hand and say I'm one of those people. But despite of, I'm thankful for my gifts, so I'm going to show up. All right. So let's go ahead and see what your messages are. You're not alone. I will say that, and that I love you. And I'm not saying that to toot your horn or just because I have a YouTube channel. I know how it feels to yearn for someone to say I love you and mean it sincerely, or say I'm thinking about you. Are you doing okay? How you holding up? For those of you Geminis where you're always the one in a position reaching out, and you know that this year your reason why you're not reaching out is because you already know the outcome. You're already down. You don't want to feel sad. You don't want to be overbearing, like this overbearing energy of being let down. So you're choosing not to reach out because there is this neglect in some time for you. There's this there's a not appreciation of you just saying I appreciate you. Just that's not appreciated. So I want to say, um, good job for being a good person, a loving person, a kind person. We have those people who take advantage of that. They mistreat it. They misguide it. They lie on it. To make themselves feel better. Continue to be the good person that you are. It will pay off. I promise. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to pull all of your cards and then we'll move forward, okay? Thank you for the like. All right. What messages do you have for the weekend for my Gemini, please? We have developed spiritual practice. Okay. And for those of you who don't believe in spiritual ality and that type of thing, because this is not a biased community, this is just about finding something that you can be proactive that will ground you and keep you centered. Okay, especially at a time like this over the weekend. It's kind of like keep yourself occupied in some type of way. Well, huh? What am I going to do with it? Why did we go to the store? Why did we go to the store? Right, because you like your Frito boat a certain way, and I want stuff on mine. I don't want Fritos. I want Doritos. So what I'm gonna do with it? Do you don't like tomatoes, so I can't ask you to cut one up for me. And then I need to cut up some lettuce. I want lettuce in my Dorito boat. I kind of want to make it taste like a salad, but that's fine. A taco salad. I thought about it when I was at the register, and I just said whatever. I'll stick with the beans. We have drunken love, and it says, "Let love lift you to freedom, Gemini." Ooh, that hit me. That hit me. I feel like crying, and I'm smiling to prevent myself from crying. And it's not a sinister smile. This is it. I must have Gemini in my chart, heavy in my chart, because it's this is one of those moments where it's a night where I'm not even drinking alcohol. I'm really soaking this in. Gemini, try not to be impulsive when you feel, all right? That's why develop a spiritual practices here. If you have to come back to this week live just to feel a sense of comfort, do that. Because when you put an expectation on certain people and thinking that you're going to get the emotional support, you're going to let yourself down. Because no one is going to serve emotional support the way that you do. Even if you teach them, they'll not. It's not going to be the way that you do. Okay? All right. We have trust upright, freedom, freedom through faith in reverse, goodness, self love, and a new opening in reverse. So you have two cards that's in reverse: freedom through faith and a new opening. As much as my Gemini is here over the weekend, you have this want, right? And you know the outcome. So it's like don't insert yourself in disappointment. Don't insert yourself to be emotional. Don't insert yourself to where you are in somber. Am I using the right word? It's kind of like where you're in tears and it hurts. You know what I mean? Um, and pertain, let me share you with my situation. I have a mother, but I can't make my mother be my mother. And the only way that I can, what was I getting ready to look up? Oh, somber. The only way that dark, dull color and tone and gloomy. The only way that I can give you, I don't know. There's a movie called Imitation of Life. And then I'm going to get out of me. I just want to share with you. There's a movie called Imitation of Life. And I literally was playing outside as a kid. And I was called inside by my stepfather. And he said, "You're going to watch this movie." It's a black and white movie. And as a kid, you're like, "I want to play outside." Well, I was told if I didn't watch the movie, I was going to be disciplined. So I sat there. I remember sitting in the middle of the floor, and my mother and my stepdad were in the back. And the whole thing of the movie was it was a child who passed. Basically, I'm not going to go over the whole movie. Basically, it was a daughter running away from the mother, and the mother kept chasing the daughter until the daughter finally came to their senses and to come back to the mother to apologize. And it was the mother's funeral. And I always had, as a from a teenager up to this point, Well, I released that parable, or that reference of how I could explain my relationship with my mother was, I'm, instead of it being her, it was always me. And it actually did happen. My mom was on her deathbed. She had an aneurysm. And I remember standing there and she just was in tears and she couldn't really like give that much because the aneurysm had busted, and the fact that she was able to talk to me, and she asked me to forgive her. And I forgave her. And then God spared her life, right? For her to become worse than what she was before her life could have been taken. So moving forward, I am a example of a child who wants their mother in their life. I've always inserted myself to keep disappointing myself. I've even many a times have put myself in vulnerable situations where I asked her to forgive me for not understanding that she was a kid when she had me, or like put so many excuses just to be able to get her to love me. And there's more to it, but just to let you know, like Gemini, it hurts to not be wanted. So with this, it's saying, don't put yourself. Know that um, you are loved, and it's just not coming from the source you want it to come from. And be the example and love people the way the absence of love that you don't receive, so that you can receive the blessings that are due to you. Moving forward, love is what's going to bring freedom into your life. And once you heal, you will have tests. You welcome, Iris. Thank you for showing up. Let me give you a heart as well. Give you a couple of hearts. Um, and that's the tower moment. That's the fear. You know, for some of you, it's neglect. Others of you, it's just, who doesn't want their mom? And my condolences for those of you who have lost your mom, and there's no replacing that. This weekend is really, really hard. But love is what's going to lift the burdens. And if you're in a position, Gemini, over the weekend where you're like, well, there is no love. I'm the only one that can love myself. Well, I want you to release this, accept this, and go out and find people who are willing to love you, respect you, treat you right, because they're there waiting for you. Everyone in life has a line of people that are assigned to them. Just some of us, we get stuck at certain points of the line. We settle, and we're supposed to keep going. And those who are supposed to be with us will be, and those who we're supposed to keep, remove, we just have to let them go. All right. I do apologize, Gemini. I was guided to share that with you, because I know that there's some of you Geminis where you don't have anyone. You are the love. You are that person. And this video will be up and it will be accessible for you. Okay. All right. All right. We have the High Priestess in reverse, withheld information. For some of you, the reason why your mother is treating you this way is because I'm going to tell you the truth. Some of you are not going to be able to handle this. I just got this channel message with the High Priestess in reverse with this withheld information. Some of you, the reason why your mother, the ones that are alive, the reason why the disconnect is there is because their father is actually your mother, your father. That hit home. It's going to be like, what the fuck? SGL just say, yeah, your grandfather is your father. That's the secret. Don't say I didn't say it. Get a test done. All right, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is conflict with others. For some of you who finds this truth, it's this tower moment of speaking truth. And then we have the Six of Wands in reverse as well, fall from grace. Wow. Yeah, this is some Jerry Springer stuff here. A big boom, some Ricky Lake stuff. I don't know. This is some TV show stuff. But that's not everyone's message. What else? So there's truth coming out over the weekend. We have the Nines of Swords. Wow. Worry. It says fear is an awful thing, Gemini, and it's difficult to reach out for help when this hits. The reason why I'm reading this is because it says face your fears here and turn over new page. Some of you are going to have difficult times with doing that. The fact that it's this way, you're battling should you not. But anywho, it says fear is an awful thing and it's difficult to reach out for the help when it hits. Don't hide when you're stricken with grief of sadness. Again, my condolence for some of you Geminis. And if you're another zodiac sign and you resonate with Gemini, it's because you're either in Gemini's energy or you have Gemini heavy in your chart. For some of you, you are dealing with the Gemini and you don't know how to be their support system. So you're distant. It says sharing trauma art. Let me just do it again. All right. It says fear is an awful thing and it's difficult to reach out for help when it hits. Don't hide when you're stricken with grief or of sadness. Sharing trauma or stress with others can be therapeutic and can help you to regain control over what troubles you. Okay. For those of you who are mothers, Geminis, and you don't have access to your children and that's what you want and that's not being granted, be strong. I was wondering why I didn't want to drink tonight because I normally like to have a cold one, you know what I mean, after work. And tonight it was just like no. So whatever vice you have, put it aside, okay, because that could be the issue. I love you and I'm not judging you. All right, that's for whoever that's for, Gemini. All right, give me additional messages, please. You have the Tower. Yeah, I would kept saying allow it to happen. Whatever this is. The Eight of Swords. Entrapment. For some of you, the fact that you already know the outcome just from past experiences of being disappointed, some of you need not to think negative and try, attempt. And if you feel it resurfacing, remove yourself. Don't get worked up. Don't get impulsive. Don't say anything that, you can't take back. Just say thank you. Look, and Iris said thank you. Just say thank you. Say the words that we all would never want to regret that we can't say. I love you. And go about your merry way. All right. Let me give you an I am message. Your advice is face your fears this weekend. It says farewell to the fear phantoms. So this is saying you will triumph. That's what I'm getting out of it. You will triumph this over the weekend. You'll feel, but you'll triumph. I am message, please. How is the chili? All right. You have success. I told you. See? Yeah. You will, there's success here. You will triumph. And this is what your I am message is. And you can say this I am message whenever you need. It says, I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. You are free. Don't forget, love is kind, Gemini. You'll get through the weekend. You can email me, spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. For some of you, you can put a comment down or a question, and I will clarify with a tarot card or an oracle card, or if I'm divinely guided to do both, I will do so. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle until we meet again.